Good morning, friends. This is Councilman Johnny G. Farias. I come to you today as a positive COVID-19 American. 10 days ago, I started to feel the symptoms that appeared to be related to the virus. So, to be safe, prudent, and caring for my friends, neighbors, employees, and family, everyone in my house self-quarantined. 4 days later, my entire household was tested for COVID-19. It took 6 days to receive the results of this test. I was informed yesterday evening that I tested positive for COVID-19. Now, my experience is not unique. It's just different from the 556,000 and counting other Americans that have contracted this virus. My symptoms varied from body aches, burning eyes, coughing, diminished taste, dizziness, fever, high blood pressure, lightheadedness, loss of appetite and smell, and ringing in my ears. In light of having 3 family members die of COVID-19 in the United States, I was keenly aware of how dangerous this virus can be once I started to feel the symptoms. During these days, I've been in constant contact with my primary care doctor. I would like to thank her for her professionalism and timeliness. And my wife, Bobby, she's been fantastic as always. One of many questions that I know you all might want to ask is, how does it feel? How did I get it? Was I being careful? So let me briefly try to answer all your questions. Yes, from the onset of the virus, I started wearing gloves, a 95 mask, and sanitize my hands often. When and where I contracted the virus, I have no idea. I can tell you that I felt weird about Thursday night, which was April 2nd. But it wasn't until that Saturday night that the coughing commenced, then the fever, and just as quickly many of the other symptoms. I believe that what made it worse was the news that morning of the passing of my uncle, and how my family explained the short timeline until his death. So mentally I used that as a reference, and well, I started imagining the worst. The next few days were horrible, with the headaches, fever, burning eyes, and other symptoms. On Sunday night, I called to schedule a test. And I called my primary doctor. She had me take some preliminary precautions. I am thankful for her steadfast action because this has been a key part of my recovery. Now, every day has not been the same. Some days bad, and some better. As of last night, I still have no sense of smell. And describe what that feels like. It's like jumping in a pool and water sucking into your nose. That burning sensation from the chlorine, that buzzing in the ears, the tiredness and stuffiness, but not nasal stuffiness, more like the whole head being stuffed. I feel like the worst part is over now, and I am on the back end of the virus. Well, I am hoping. Our policy name makers, they need to be truthful and unyielding on how they handle this pandemic. From making no questions answered diagnostic tests, effective antibody tests, strict social distancing policies, and serious penalties for those that violate the stay-home order. In closing, my fellow citizens, symptoms or not, you can be a carrier of this virus. Your fellow man is counting on you to stay home. Don't endanger yourself and your community. If you have to go out for an emergency, please wear a face covering and gloves if you have them, and sanitize your hands often. We are in this together. Godspeed.